Good morning and welcome back to the chat on Newsday Amarillo and News Channel 10-2. We're talking with Mayor Ginger Nelson right now. We've got a question from Paul for the mayor. Mayor, the Paul wants to know, we had issues finding sanitation workers a couple of months ago, and it interrupted how we picked up trash, how delivery days or pickup days were. He's wondering, are we still having an issue staffing or completely staffing city positions? And if so, what are we doing to improve that?
I appreciate that question, Paul, because it is difficult to deliver the services to citizens if we can't hire the people to do the work every day. And I do think it's very important for us to be competitive in the job market, which means we have to pay them in order what everyone else is paying them, what Amazon's paying or what our local other businesses are paying. It is easing some, but yes, it's still a tight labor market. If you own a business and you're seeing still turnover, because people will leave for a job that pays 50 cents an hour more.
Right.
And so it is challenging, and we're having to address right now the cost of turnover. We're having that in our business. The city is seeing that as well. So I'm sure if you're a business owner, that's something that you're addressing in your business too, just to try and keep your costs under control. I know at our hotels, we were recognizing how much we're spending on labor. And part of that's because we're training so many people. And so the same thing is happening at the city as people come on as new employees come on. All of those employees have to be trained, and that's a sunk cost in that you invest in training them. So what we really want to do is retain everyone that we have trained, because that's the best use of our city dollars, is to keep those employees. So we're trying to do that through competitive salaries and retirement program and health benefit, just the same way that any business does. So I appreciate that question. I do think it's easing a little. I just think the job market in Amarillo is still, the labor force is still very tight.
Mm-hmm.
So, switching gears just a little bit as well, talk to us about the Girls Who Game program. Tell us what that's about, what's involved.
Yes. What a fun presentation we had at City Council this week. And that it's fun to see younger staff. Speaking of our city staff, so Maggie, who works in our library department, is a young employee who has a connection with Dell Computers, and she actually is the daughter of Rich Guyon, who is an assistant city manager and was formerly our IT director in the city. But Maggie cares about younger girls and wants to be a voice of influence for them. And she wants to see them developing and working in STEM areas. So science, technology. And she had some really interesting statistics about the growth in STEM jobs over the next couple of decades. First of all, while women constitute 50% of our workforce, only 28% of them are in STEM fields. And so there's a real lack there, a real disparity, and women are not in those jobs. But yet, when you look forward, many of the jobs of the future are going to be in the STEM categories. And so the highest growth rate in jobs actually in the next decade are going to be with technology professionals. So how can we now begin to emphasize to girls that these are great career opportunities that they should be considering so they can be a part of that growth opportunity? And so Maggie started a program through our library called Girls Who Game. And if you're a parent of a teenager or a youngster, you might be familiar with the game Minecraft. It's just it's a gaming platform that kids can go in and they can build their own landscape,
Right.
and I mean, they can build all
Environment.
kinds of things in there. Yeah, they make
Yeah.
their own world.
Yeah.
And so these girls, in combination with Microsoft and Dell and Intel, were encouraged and have met weekly to create a world together that they all built inside Minecraft, that addresses some things that about sustainability and how can they take trash and reduce our footprint here in the city of Amarillo. So it's just stimulating them to think about large scale problems in a platform that they're already used to building and creating solutions with. But I really think the most important thing was watching them interact with Maggie, and watching Maggie mentor them and encourage them, that they can be part of the solutions that our world needs, and they can use technology to effectuate those solutions. So great program in our library. If it's something you're interested in, you can ask your local city librarian about it, and they can get you more information on how to get a girl in your life involved in Girls Who Game.
You know, I think that's a boss program, tell you the truth, really. You know, talking about
And it was so cute. I wish I should have brought a picture to throw up,
Yeah.
because they were just, I was so impressed with them.
That's cool.
I'd love to see a world they would create for me. However, the Amarillo Public Library, we've won an award. Now, this is really impressive to me. Go into that for me, will you please?
I will. So our library team is fantastic. And we have an accredited library system here in the city under the leadership of Amanda Barrera. And Amanda's been with the city for a long time, and she is very dedicated to the programs and the progress of our library. And this is another award that the Texas Municipal Library Directors Association gives to, and the name of the award is the Achievement of Excellence
Right.
Award. And I love that because Amanda and her team are excellent, and the services they provide through our local libraries give us as citizens excellence. So whether it's the maker space and the development of the maker space at the downtown library, or programs like Girls Who Game, the library is looking for ways to enhance and enrich the lives of our citizens. This is the 8th year in a row that our library team has won the Achievement of Excellence Award, and only 15% of libraries in the state of Texas are awarded this. So it really is the cream of the crop. And I wanted Amarilloans to know they should be proud of the services that we offer at the library, and they should be proud of the investment that they make with their tax dollars in the library team, because the library team is doing a fantastic job, an excellent job, so much so they were awarded an award of excellence.
Great job by the Amarillo Library. Mayor, thank you so much for your time. I know it's been a busy 2 weeks. We had these back-to-back meetings, a lot of agenda items that you addressed and took care of. But thank you, as always, for being so gracious and coming in and putting
Indeed.
up with us on Friday.
Oh, thank you guys for giving us a chance to come and talk about what we worked on at City Council this week. I really appreciate seeing your faces, but getting to share your microphone and share your audience.
Thank you.